Hey guys, so in today's video I'm gonna show you guys how I customize this wig. I'm taking it from this to this, and I promise you it's beginner friendly, and if you want to learn, please continue to watch. This is a wig straight out the box. It's a pre-made wig and it's from Tinashe Hair. I have worn their wigs in the past, and this one is a transparent lace wig. Now all the hair info will be in the description box down below. I'm not sure why this lace is so long, but I have to cut it to see what exactly I'm working with. And she can see. Let's get into the knots. This is how it's looking. The knots are actually really fine on this wig. It looks kind of dense on the side, but I think once I bleach it, because the knots are so tiny, it's not gonna look as dense. Okay, so I'm gonna go bleach the knots really quickly on this wig. I'm not gonna include that in the video because you guys have seen me doing this before. And I am back in voiceover mode. So I have my wig on the canvas head and I have a white paper towel. So you can use a towel as well, but I'm using white because this is really going to help me on deciding what areas I need to tweeze, and it's really going to help me to not make any mistakes. So I make a middle part first, center part, middle part, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to go in with my hot comb to comb the hair back. Now, I don't do my tweezing while the hair is wet. I used to do that a long time ago, but I find that it's actually a lot easier to do it while the hair is dry. So I feel like that helps me a lot more. So I take out some hair from the front and I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my hot comb and comb that hair back. I'm using a Tweezerman tweezer. This is a really good tweezer. You wanna get a good tweezer, don't use a crappy one, okay? I've learned the hard way. And as I'm tweezing, as you can see, I'm not going over the same spots over and over, because if you do that, if you're going over the same spots over and over, you will end up with bald spots, and you don't want to have bald spots in your frontal in the wig because it's just not gonna look good and you're not gonna be happy about it. So go all over the hair. Don't stick to the same spot over and over. That's something I used to do when I first started wearing my wigs, customizing myself. And honey, let me tell you, the amount of bald spots I had in the front, it was not cute. So I'm going to go ahead and comb out some sections in the front as well. This hair, I will say that the wig, the hairline was a bit more dense than what I'm used to from Tinashe Hair, because I have worn their wigs in the past, but the knots are super fine, which is a good thing. Now this is a tweeze size. I've done a lot on this side. On the other side, I haven't done it as yet. You can clearly see the difference. One side is a lot thicker at the hairline, and I'm just going to go in with the hot comb to do the same steps on the other side. So we're literally following the same exact steps on the other side. Comb the hair back, take out some hair from the hairline, and tweeze behind the hairline. That's where I like to start, behind the hairline. And again, as you can see, I go back in with my comb and I'm following the same steps again. Honestly, take your time with this. Some wigs, you can literally finish tweezing them in like 5 minutes, depending on how dense the hairline is in the front. This one, like I said, was a bit more dense, but it didn't take me very long to tweeze it. It took me like probably 10 minutes, and I didn't tweeze it a lot. So I have my stocking cap on my head already, and I'm gonna go ahead and pop that wig on. Now, yes, it still looks a tad bit full, but I'm gonna go back and tweeze some more while it's on my head, and I'm gonna go in with my scissors and start cutting away all that extra lace away from the ear area. This is a transparent lace, by the way. It's not HD, but I will say that it melts down pretty well because the lace is not super thick. It's still pretty thin for transparent. And I'm going in with some skin protector from boldhold. I apply this on my skin before I apply the lace glue, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the boldhold lace glue. I like to apply in sections. You guys already know this. I don't like to put it straight across, and then I like to do it in steps. And I'm going in with my fan. You can use a blow dryer as well, but I was kind of lazy and I didn't really feel like looking for my blow dryer. So yeah, again, I added 2 layers of glue, and this is something I get asked a lot. How long do I wear my wigs for? Usually, honestly guys, sometimes I'll wear them for right after I film the video. I take it off, or I will keep it on for like 2 days at most, and then I will reapply if I want to reapply it again. Honestly, don't ever really wear it for like a week, because I like to scratch my head, okay? I like to scratch my head, and that's why I use such a small amount of glue. I don't use a lot of glue. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut away all that extra lace. And yes, the wigs are, you can wear them once again once the lace is cut. I feel like, yeah, that's a question I get asked a lot, if you can wear the wigs again. Yes, you most definitely can, and you don't have to cut the lace again because it's already cut. So as you can see, I'm cutting away the sides, and this hairline is looking pretty impressive, guys. Now I already went ahead and tint the lace. I use a foundation to tint the lace so it matches my skin a little better. I will say that the wig was just a tad bit big for my head, a little bit big for my head. I think it's about 22 and I'm a 21. So I'm gonna apply the lace glue on these sides as well. And again, I added 2 layers, one in my fan, and then I'm gonna make sure you have a rat tail comb. I use 2, so I use one for applying the glue and then one for melting down the glue. I don't like to use the same comb because I don't want to get the glue residue all over the actual lace on the wig. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut away that little extra piece at the sides, and like you can see right now, I do need to tweeze up that hairline just a tad bit more because it's still looking a little dense. So I'm gonna go in with my tweezer, and again, it's up to you on what the look you're going for when it comes to your hairline. If you want it to be super, like, you know, scalp like, then you would tweeze a bit more. I didn't want it to be super scalpiana, that's what I call it. And I also wanted my Got To Be Free spray just to melt down the little edges of the wig. You can also use a melting spray. I have my own melting spray that's coming out very soon, you guys. I didn't want to use it in this video because you guys don't have access to it yet, so I don't really want to use products that you guys don't have access to, so I'm using products that you do have access to. And this is pretty much how the wig is looking once it is all glued down. And I'm here for this dark brown hair. Hi, Simba. He does not look impressed. He's like, put me down, okay? Put me down. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the wig now. All right, so I'm gonna create a center part. That is what we're going for. You know, I'm a side part girl, but I think I'm gonna rock a center part today. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut down some baby hairs. Like I said, this wig is transparent. It is not HD. So with transparent, you know, you need a little baby hair just to hide it, hide the hairline, hide the lace, so it's not looking like high lace. Look at me. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with the hot comb and flatten this wig down because she was sitting a bit high on my head, and I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that at all. So I had to flatten it down, and I'm gonna just go in with the hot comb on the sides as well. And I do need to straighten the hair, so I am actually going to be straightening this hair a bit more. Now I did that off camera, and again, I'm going to go in and cut the sides because those baby hairs are looking like adult hairs. And I'm going to take my little tiny what brand is this? Conair. Yes, it's the Conair flat iron, and this is amazing for baby hairs. Now I am not a pro when it comes to baby hairs, you know this. I don't know what I'm doing half the time when it comes to baby hairs. I like to keep them very thin, realistic, because on my natural hair, when I do wear my natural hair, I don't really like a lot of baby hairs on me, so that's why I don't really like it on my wigs. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this hair a bit because child, she was long, like super long, and I wanted a bit more not so long hair. Okay, I wanted some layers in the front, especially when I'm doing center part. I like to have layers in the front. And I'm just going in with some hair mousse, and now I'm going to tie that hair down to melt it. You can use like a scarf or elastic band. I like to use my extra pantyhose. So I tied it down, left it on for about 10 minutes, and this is pretty much the finished look. I like how the hairline look. We took it from here to this. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think of this video. I hope it was helpful to you, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.